What's going on, everybody? Chase with iDub Hockey here in Calgary with none other than Dan Rich, the product development manager for Sherwood Hockey. We have the exciting new Rekker Morph Pro goalie stick line in front of us. We're gonna get into all the tech and spec between these two, but as always, I wanna start with the style and level of goalie you built this line for.
If you start from the top down, this is an elite level product. This is built for the highest level of play. We took into consideration all the tech and spec that needed to be justifiable for that player, what they need at that level, and put it into the build here of the Morph Pro. We're very excited from a performance standpoint, a durability standpoint. We've been testing this construction for a number of years now to come up with the best mix of build materials and overall design and shape, and we're very happy with the result.
So for the Pro, this is elite level goaltending here, looking for lightweight, maximum responsiveness, and incredible feel. I don't want to say that you don't want that in the Morph one here, because this is still a high-powered stick, great for those goalies, still playing very competitive level of play, but maybe at a little more affordable price point, right?
A more affordable price point, a heavier product, which you can use draw the comparison, a little heavier, perhaps a little more robust, a little bit more durable as well. So having that in mind, this is, for that recreational player, for that developing young minor hockey player. When you're up into that elite level, AA, AAA player, varsity player, you might be looking actually to the top end. But we wanted to build a product here that really crossed over not just minor hockey, but the beer league player, regardless of whether you're old dude like me or a younger guy like you. We got an opportunity for all levels of play that are avid players can actually be in this price point.
Love it. But let's start off with that Morph Pro. This is where all the bells and whistles show up. Let's start with materials too, because we're really seeing some fine-tuned process this year. What do we find, and how is that helping the goalie watching this at home?
So if you're familiar with our Morph Pro player stick, which uses a material called Blackline 25 carbon fiber. So that's that checkerboard block that you see in the carbon fiber, both on the blade and in the shaft. So we use a similar material, still the 25K, still the ultimate durable and weight comparison, strength to weight ratio that we can put on a hockey stick. But we actually have a tinted silver, so we go Silverline 25 in the goalie stick. And you'll see it visible in the blade, visible on the paddle, front and back as well. And then it goes back to Blackline 25, you can see visible throughout the upper shaft. But that's our top end carbon fiber, the best strength to weight ratio material that we can use, and we put it in our top end stick.
So that really helps the playability of the stick as a whole, whether you're in butterfly or you're trying to make that outlet pass to get the puck out of your zone. So these materials are really working with what I think you call the go zone and the overall shaft dimension. So when you talk about these two, how are those coming together to give you just an insanely playable stick?
So here's two things to consider. One, paddle shape, where we have our asymmetric paddle. So you go with the flat front, which helps with goaltenders with rebound control. And then you have that muscle back, which adds stability to that paddle. So if you were straight up and down, you would have too much torque and twist. So by adding that muscle back to it, that rolled back that you see, flat front, muscle back paddle, we add some stability. So on rebound control, the goaltender is not gonna have a twist in his hands. So we wanted that stability, which adds to durability. When you talk about other features like G-Fire kick point, modern day goaltending, you're handling the puck a great deal more. And we want that goaltender to be able to actually help us D out, help us forwards out, be a good penalty killer even, and certainly be able to move the puck quickly on breakouts and get the puck up ice. So having what we call the go zone is a tactile grip area that we've applied in through the connection of the shaft to the paddle. So as the goaltender goes from stance and grip and slides up the paddle, the trapper goes over top, and then now they've got a tactile grip area where the palm of the trapper can actually grab hold, and in turn they can engage and handle the puck. So the go zone references glove over, and at the same time that go zone to move the puck. We've also incorporated a kick point or a flex zone in the paddle itself to help that goaltender generate some pace when moving the puck to the wing to help their D out or getting it up ice to a breaking forward. So having a little bit more pop in that shaft allows you to put a little bit more zip as you move the puck up ice.
So the last piece of this puzzle we're talking about right now is the shaft dimensions too. So we didn't necessarily talk about it yet, but I want to talk about the shape and why you chose the shape of it.
As a goaltender goes from the stance position up into a puck handling position or even a poke check position for that matter, having some versatility and taking away some of the sharp edges makes it very, very versatile and very maneuverable. So you can manipulate that quite easy with the roundness of the shaft. The other aspect, it lends to durability because we've taken away the sharp edges that you would have on a more rectangular shaft, which helps eliminate any potential damage from impact hitting the shaft. We've all, had the goaltender beat, rip it over his shoulder and it hits the knob of the stick. It's still part of the goalie's equipment at the end of the day, just like the posts, but having that durability in the shaft area is important. So that rounder shaft adds to the player's dexterity and some durability as well.
So you mentioned durability a handful of times, not just when we were talking about the shaft dimensions, but also the Morph 1 too. So when we compare these two, is there a big difference in spec and design, or could you say these are almost identical products?
Well, look, the Silverline 25 is obviously a very expensive material to use, adds exceptional durability. So we're not using Silverline 25 in here, we're using our Blackline 3.2. Using Blackline 3.2 is a heavier material, therefore it makes this particular stick a little bit more robust, and it helps us reduce the overall cost. So by going to still visible carbon fiber in the blade, unidirectional carbon fiber throughout the rest of the shaft and in the paddle, we're able to do a little bit more affordable, but using the same shape, the same go zone, the same integrated G-Fire kick point. Those are all things that allow this stick to be an amazing performance stick, but at a more affordable price. And the one thing that I forgot to mention is, from a blade perspective, with goaltenders both handling the puck more and obviously taking shots on the blade, we've integrated our G92 material, which is that blade dampening material that's positioned both in the toe, in the reception area, and in the heel to give some dampening and again, enhance durability. So that's the same features we use in our VR92, the I92 material that we put in our player sticks as well.
And like the player sticks, are you able to personalize these with your name, number, and things like that?
Name bar's right there, my friend. So you've got the option, again, whether the retailer you're working with has the ability to print in there, but this is a dedicated area that the player can print their name, their number, their team name, their nickname, their girlfriend's name. It doesn't really matter. They can do whichever they wish. And the graphic treatment, while fairly safe and refined on the one, we went really with a cool pop and foil outline on the Silverline front paddle here, and then a really called out in the gold S icon on the back of the paddle in the Morph Pro 1.
Perfect.
Morph Pro.
Well, Dan, hats off to the team again.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, as always, for having us out here and walking us through the new Morph Pro goal stick line.
Awesome. Thanks for coming to Calgary. Always great to see you guys.
And for you at home that want to check out the entire line of Morph Pro goalie sticks, make sure you head over to inlineandicewarehouse.com.